Morning everyone, happy Sunday. How are we all? How are we all? I'll be saying hello to everyone. I think my bun's fell out, it looks like a wee jobby. I hope you can hear me okay. I do have the back door open, but if I don't, the dogs will just be a pain in the ass, so it's better to just let them rummage about. I haven't done my hair properly either, guys. I've not done it like slick or anything, I've just flung it up. I just thought I would make some bit of effort this morning for you guys. I put on my Sunday jumper so we can get in the Sunday spirit. So I have my iron brew, which I have actually stopped drinking during the week completely, and I just have a glass at the weekend with my dinner usually, but I'm going to have it this morning, so of course it's got to go in a wine glass. I always get asked I always get asked where my wine glasses are from. They're actually just from IKEA. They were super cheap. I think they were £1.95 if my memory serves me right. I could be wrong on that, but I think that is actually how much they are. Same with the coffee cups, they're from IKEA. They were maybe £1.50 or £1.95 again. Really super cheap, so you actually don't mind buying them, because I remember I bought 6 and Lee dropped a box. I know. I'm full of drinks this morning, so I had a bit of a disaster. I tried to make poached eggs, don't know what I did different, because I don't feel like I did anything different, and it was a disaster. I also burnt my spinach, so it went a funny smell, and yeah, I just gave up. So I settled for, it's nothing exciting guys, it's just toast and banana. I've got one big slice and then literally like the tiniest baby slice. It doesn't look that tiny, but it is like comparison to the toast here. So I just thought I'll have that. I put it on my Fitness Pal. I have my Actimel. This one is the mango, goji berry and turmeric. I have my iced coffee. Hopefully this actually tastes okay. So I cut my straw and I've lost it in my coffee. I can't find it. I know I'm having breakfast, but you want to come say hi. Hi, morning. Nice to meet you all. See you soon. Mummy's going to eat a breakfast because I've already ate mine. Haven't you? So yeah, I just thought, why not have breakfast together? Like, I don't know, I mean everyone's circumstances are totally different, but obviously you guys know I live alone some of the times. I literally have breakfast, lunch and dinner on my own, sitting here at this table. I like to sit at a table, so I sit here on my own, eating my dinner, eating my breakfast, and just having no one to talk to sometimes. I know it sounds really sad and depressing, it kind of is, but I'm alright about it, don't worry. I'm not getting emotional. But I just thought, so many of you guys have messaged me, like either reaching out or kind of telling me how you're getting on in lockdown or wanting a wee bit of chat, and loads of you are saying that you spend it alone and you aren't able to see your family and stuff, and I just thought, oh, do you know what, like you're probably a bit like me, so if you are having breakfast alone, then you're not today, because you're having it with me. So if you've not made breakfast and you're planning on it, pause me and go make breakfast and come back. So I also got you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram and stuff, just like chit chat. I'm not gonna have a wee chat, but I'm going to bite into this before it goes cold. I think toast and banana is such a dino breakfast. I know it's probably not for a lot of people, but I used to always have it before school. I loved it. Oh, it's been a while. That tasted good. So yeah, how is everyone? How's your lockdown? It's dragging on now, innit? It's just very unknown. And I actually don't want to talk about COVID too much, guys. In fact, I'm going to shut that door to let you think they're out. I'm freezing. Oh my god, hold on, please text me. Yeah, I feel like it's unknown now. Like, yeah, we're kind of giving end dates, but sometimes these end dates, I think maybe are just to kind of keep us all positive and looking forward to something, because some of the end dates are obviously getting pushed back in some countries. Like, it's kind of just getting extended and extended and extended. So I just feel like it's a completely unknown, and I feel like this saying, it's never ending, could not be more true at this time just now, everyone. So I feel like it is getting a bit, I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting a bit like scunnered. Like, I'm kind of losing motivation, if I'm honest. Like, a lot of the questions were about like, how am I keeping motivated. I'm actually not at the moment, if I'm honest, guys. Like, this week I've been semi-okay in my diet, I would say. So today's Sunday, and I've had... So just say I'm going to be good today. I've got my meals plans. I've had a good 5 and a bit days. I had like 1 week and a thing I probably shouldn't have had, but apart from that I've been fine. I've been doing workouts. Next week I will be doing in-house and outdoor workouts. I think I'll feel better because I'll have a PT there pushing me, and I'll get my PT on Zoom. But yeah, I've kind of lost a lot of motivation. I'm just a bit like, I feel scunnered, that's what it is, and I feel like we're all in the same boat. But I don't want to talk about COVID too much because I feel like it's on the radio, it's on the news, it's on the telly, it's on social media. It's advertised everywhere. And I get why, I'm not disputing that, I'm not being like, why is it a big, I know it's a big deal. I'm just saying sometimes it's nice to come on and just not hear the word COVID. And because some people, the minute you mention COVID, people sometimes seize up and get anxious. And a few people message me saying like they actually enjoy the fact they can come on my YouTube channel and I'm not like COVID this, COVID that, COVID this, COVID that. So I want to keep it that way because I know for me, the more I hear about it, the more I'm like, do you know what I mean? Like I kind of just take what my pals say in the group chat, because when I start watching news and seeing figures, guys, it affects me. I get really uptight and anxious and just feel weird. So we're not going to talk about it, and we're just going to be positive. If I was being a really fat bitch, I'd put the tail on that, but 2021's all about being skinny bitch mood. So, also guys, yesterday I was on like my first podcast, so it's not out yet. It's from a girl called Jen. I'm going to start saying like Cuthbertson. Hope I'm saying that right. For our university. But then it's actually going to be a podcast that will be on like Spotify or like Apple Music or somewhere, and it'll be an actual thing. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully I help her pass our uni. Imagine that literally was like, she's made you fail, that'd be awkward. But yeah, it was my first ever one, and she was such an absolute sweetheart. So really good. I was really buzzing to be on one. I've always wanted to be on a podcast. So like, I mean, not really many reasons you could ask me on, do you know what I mean? But still want to go on one. So no, I had really a lot of fun yesterday. We got a wee bit of an time together, but I was just sort of tell you. Also ASOS sent me massive packages of gifting. I was over the moon. ASOS. Right, let's get the questions up. I'll just go right to the bottom just so that I'm trying to like get everybody. There's quite a lot though. Right, this was a really popular one. Hold on, I'm gonna take a bite. And it was, how did you and Lee know you needed to have a break? Like, split up, have time apart, that type of thing. I think you just know. Like, whenever we had fights, which at one point was every single day, I would maybe go up the stairs and I'd just cry and I'd just think, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And I think when you say you don't want to do this anymore, you kind of know. And yeah, I knew when we made up, it never felt anything to me. I just knew it was, oh, how am I getting tonight? It'll be again in the morning, it'll be something else. Wait till the weekend when he goes out and stays out all weekend, or I just knew. And I'm not saying that it was all him, it wasn't him, I'm just meaning like, so that would be the scenario. And I knew Lee didn't want to be with me. Like, at that, even when I say that to him now, I'm always like, that was hard to know. Like, I knew Lee didn't want to be with me. I knew he didn't, because we'd had conversations. He kind of basically said it himself, he didn't want to be with me. That was really it. I mean, if someone says that, that's what they mean. And yeah, that was it. I would say it was more Lee. It was all Lee. It was Lee. He did like the whole, I want to be away for you, blah blah, monarchy. Even though I knew that was the best thing that could happen. I'm not that type of person. Like, I'm very, when I say weak, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just very much like, I fall in love really quick and really easy, and I didn't want to break up with Lee, but I knew it wasn't right, but I still loved him. I didn't want anyone else to have him. I didn't want to be with anyone else. I didn't want a life without him. I thought this house and the dog was my life with him, so that was gutting. But I keep saying it, guys, it was the best thing I ever done. One, because it changed me as a person away from Lee. Like, I think that's how it's now working, if I'm honest. I don't think it was like because we split up, that's just how it worked. I think it was because I changed. And he definitely changed. Like, Lee matured and grew up a little bit, and I think he realised as well like where he went wrong and what he did wrong, and now he can admit, like if we had our conversations about it, like, I know, but I would never do that to you again, or I would never say that to you again. And I think he realises that he made me part the way I was, and I also made him very resentful towards me because of how I was towards him. So it was very 50-50, but it was more, let's just have time apart, and it was the best thing I ever done, swear down. I'm not saying that'll happen for everyone. I'm not saying like wait out for a guy, don't, because I told myself like I knew I was going to wait for so long, and I think he did something that just pissed me off, and I just thought, you're just walking fucking clean all over me, mate, like you're wiping your shoes in me like I'm a fucking doormat. And I just thought no, and then I kind of started to post again and make myself feel good and all that, and then we get back, so it's fucking pointless, but you know what I mean, like you just know. And sometimes you might do it, you might think, oh, I don't want to be, like couples take years apart then meet again and then they get married and have kids, like that actually happens. Or they go away and they think then you don't hate each other and then you're with other people and it's fine. Like, so every situation is different, but you do have a gut feeling when you know. You do, you definitely do. I say that's the casual, then bite into a banana. So favourite place in Glasgow for drinks? I do really enjoy Angels, guys. Like, I'm not an Angels Friday type of girl, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean, I feel like if you're single in Glasgow, obviously when COVID goes away, if you want to dance with your pals and, you know, maybe get a cheeky wench, not like disco wench, it's not that type of situation, it's very much, it's a bit better than a nightclub in that sense, but maybe you want to go back to an after party, maybe you want to go somewhere else after an after party. I feel like if you're young and single, you want to be in Angels, you want to be getting chatted up, do you know what I mean? I'm not young and single, well, I'm young, I'm not single, so you can still go, you don't need to be single to go to Angels. I just mean, like, I would go with the girls, but I would be like mingling, and I feel like it's a very mingling situation. Fave baby girl name, I'm not saying it because my pals hate it. Well, I think they hate it, I probably do hate it, to be fair, they definitely hate it. My pal Courtney thinks it's shocking. Right, well, I'm not going to give the name I am giving my daughter, but I will give you other names that could, I do like would call my daughter. So Sophia, I love the name August, weird, I know. I need to watch I don't steal any of my pals' names here, so I'm not going to say any more than that actually, because I might. Do you have a career goal in mind? Did you have a career goal in mind before YouTube and Instagram? Oh, 100%, like, this wasn't what I wanted to do, and I did really stick in at school. I wasn't the brainiest, but I had tutors and I went on my lunchtime classes and after school classes, and I really did try my hardest. Poor soul, man, back then I just fucking struggled big time. I was also heavy, not good looking, or popular, as Lee says. I was a bit arrogant. I wanted to be a primary school teacher for special needs. My brother went to a special needs school, so I was like, oh, that I'd love to do that. I think because I was always around the clubs and that, I found it very like rewarding job, even though Paul was a full scale skiver. Oh, really? Obviously I wanted to do makeup at one point, but I felt like unless I got into a bit of security with a brand or a contracted work, it was a very uncertain job with money, unless maybe I owned a salon and things like that. I think when I was young and I did it, I earned a lot of money for my age. I have nothing to show for it. I spent it every weekend with my pals. I was willing to earn money back then, but I knew it wasn't going to work full time, all life, like my full life. So yeah, look at this bun at the back of my head. This camera's flashing, so we might need to eat up and come back. Oh, by the way guys, my hair's got so much longer, but I will show you because someone asked for before and after pics so far. And it's definitely getting better. When would you ideally like to get engaged or married? I used to always say 25, which is wild because it's so young. I think before I'm 30. So I'm 26 next month, February. Yeah, I think before I'm 30. Or if I'm 30, that's fine. It doesn't need before I'm 30. Maybe like 30 or before, I think would be a good situation. Because I won't have a baby really until I'm engaged. And I know that for some people are like, why? A ring means nothing, and I'm with you on that, but I just think a little bit more commitment, another step before you bring a child into the world, and that's just my opinion. If you've done it the other way, hands off to you. So many people I know have, and I think it's brilliant. It's just, it's not even late, it's just more me. I just feel like I need a bit more security, and maybe that's an insecure thing, I don't know. So yeah, maybe before I'm 30. Would you get any more pets? Guys, I would have a farm of dogs if I could, but Coco sent me the edge, man. She's high maintenance, that dog. No, I don't think I would, because Leah is at an age where he's like, right Abbie, baby making time, and I'm like, nah, no. And I just think, oh my god, 2 dogs and a baby, even the thought of that sends me the edge. So no, your doggies are the cutest though, thank you. They are, well, I give you that one. How did you save to get your own place? I'm struggling. Guys, it is a struggle. I struggled majorly. Mainly because kind of butt heads quite a lot during it, because my financial situation back then was very different to what it is now. And I'm not meaning that like, oh, I'm in a better, like I make a lot of money. I don't mean it like that, but I just mean like what I earned at Poly was shite money, right? For the job you did. It's not shite money, it's just shite money for the work you put in. I think I earned something like £1,200 a month. My bills were quite high. I was trying to save, I was trying to juggle jobs, I had to constantly buy stuff for makeup products and all that, and pay my rent with the makeup, and it was hard. And I said to Lee, my budget is a 2-bed flat, mate. If that, Lee's budget was a 4-bedroom house. We were very different ends. So then I said to Lee, you will need to put in more because I can't live up to this. And that was fine for him. He was like, Abbie, I want the house, so I can't say to you, let's go bang 50-50 down the middle when that is genuinely not in your budget. And I was quite glad. It was made a lot easier when we went to a mortgage advisor, because it was someone telling him she can physically afford this. And I think it made him realise like, oh wait a minute, actually we're in very different wage packets here, very different back then. So it was hard. I tried my hardest. I kind of just did where certain brands I worked with, I made sure I didn't touch the money, I gave it to mum. Makeup at the weekend, if I had any extra, I gave it to my mum, because she would keep it all on account for me, because I would spend it. If I see it in my online banking, catch you, it's spent, ASOS have took it. So yeah, I'd say it's hard. But guys, remember, like, you don't need to have a house by a certain age or a certain time, and to say that you either rent a house or own a house is an amazing achievement. Like, I think people play down renting. Renting a house is sometimes dearer than owning a house most of the time. I remember, I'll just say it, when me and Lee split up, I went and viewed flats obviously, and it was around the corner from mum and dad's house. The back of my flat faced the front of their house, and it was £795 for a 2-bed flat. It was in an okay area, but it wasn't town, it wasn't city centre, it was East End. And I thought, before I even paid a bill, before I even paid my council tax, before I even put petrol in my car, before I've even put a bit of fucking milk in my fridge, it's a lot of money. So I feel like if you're renting, you should just be as proud. Yeah, maybe you don't physically own the place, but you're earning money, you're working hard to put a roof over your head. Like, I still find that a massive achievement. So it does take time, and it just depends obviously where, like, are you wanting to save for years and years and years to get a bigger house or a bigger flat, or like your last, like you'll never move, or do you want to just get something, do you know what I mean? It just depends on what you want to do, I think. How are you? I'm actually okay, I'm in a good mood today, thank you. How are you? What's the one thing you are enjoying about lockdown? What hair products have you been using you think is your fave? The Ordinary oils, by far, hands down, amen to them, and the Olaplex. They're the treatments Shampoo and conditioner, guys, Keratis, it is what you need in your life. I honestly, everything again I buy, I bought, you know, Keratis gifted me recently, I purchased before they even knew who I was, so I hands down swear think they're the best stuff. What to get your boyfriend for Valentine's Day? It depends if you're like talking about a present. I mean, I think I've got Lee trainers before. This hand motion is not the best thing to do right now. But every year I do the same thing for Lee. I get in my big, it's like a shoebox, right, and I just fill it with Lucky Charms. I get a box of Lucky Charms, Pop-Tarts, Reese's Pieces, loads of gums that he likes. I usually get him an individual cupcake and boxers. I maybe spend about £50 if that. I don't go flat out, girls. I just don't. Lee doesn't really care, so there's no point. It's a waste of time and money. But you could get like trainers, maybe a nice pair of Nike trainers. You could get some boxers, a Zara polo top, a Reese polo top, an Arnie polo top, a Forbes tracksuit, things like that. You're amazing, honestly. Your videos really keep me positive. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Just good, just to try and everyone lift each other's spirits and just be there for each other. It's the only thing that's really going to get us through this fucking COVID. It's freezing in here, these ducks. What's your main goals for 2021? My goals this year is just to be successful as I can. I think this year, I don't know what it is. Well, I think in 2020 something just stuck with me that, God forbid, if I took seriously unwell tomorrow, right? I don't have really much money in my savings account. My car, my house, things like responsibilities would fall on other people. And I get that's fine, I am still young, but I don't know, I feel like as growing up I was very willy-nilly with money. And I don't mean this big-headed either, I'm very generous when it comes to money. Like, I would give someone, if you asked me for £100, I would give you it without even a second thought. And I think anytime I ever really did well or got a big job or a big payment, or when I worked loads doing makeup, I would always be like, do you want to go for dinner? I'll buy it, I'll do that. I was just very like excited, and I feel like I've not a lot to show for my money. And I don't know, I just feel like I really want to set myself up a good future where I'm a wee bit more settled and secure, because I feel like for a lot of years I've always said I don't feel secure. And I'm not talking about body or anything like that, or image. I don't know why the lighting's slightly changed in it. Try to get that to go away. I think it's just the sunlight. It's moving that side. But yeah, I've never really felt secure money-wise, and that's just my goal. And I know life's not about money, and I'm not saying about being rich. I couldn't care less. I just want to be able to have something to show for the money, have something to show for the work that I'm doing. Hold on, I need to shut this shutter. Is that better? Yeah, I think so. So yeah, that's my goal in 2021, is just to try and be as successful as I can and really try and save as much money as I can. I really want YouTube to take off, and I really want, and when I say take off, I just really want you guys to keep watching and enjoying it. So that's a major goal for 2021, I'd say. Where do you get your lips done? I go to a girl called Jennifer Martin on Instagram. She's the best, literally the best. Are you still motivated to gym and eating? P.S. You're amazing, my fave YouTuber. Well, thanks. I don't class myself as like a YouTuber, but thanks. I'm not now. I'm not going to sit and bullshit. I'm really fucking hard. Like, I did film this week, like what I eat in the week, and then some days I was just like, I just fucking want a blood bag of chips or a pizza. No, that way I was just like, so I am finding it a little bit of a struggle, guys, and it's fine. Like, please don't get down about it. Like, this is not a normal life we're living in now. It's new to everybody. If you have some time where you're eating shite, or you're not at the gym, or you're not going out walks, okay, have a couple of weeks off, it's fine. It's just making sure that you keep your mental health good. So for me, eating good helps my mental health, so that's why I am trying my hardest. But like Dale was saying to me, look Abbie, see if you're at McDonald's, you have a fucking McDonald's, man. Gonna stop making yourself feel guilty for it. Like, just next morning, go a walk, burn it off. Like, and I love that, but Dale is very normal. Like, Dale's Abbie, I've ate at McDonald's, do you know I've been doing that? He's like, but I'm up and I'm active. He's like, so it's like you're not just completely doing nothing. And I think that's the main thing. It's like, what's good for your mental health, just try and maybe do it. That doesn't mean you need to be 100% every day all day, but just try and maybe do things that maybe make you feel a little bit better. Like, I know once I go a walk, I come in, I'm like, oh, healthy dinner, like, whereas if I sit on the couch all day, I'm like, McDonald's, Uber Eats, send it my direction, do you know what I mean? So I think it just depends. What are you missing about normal life? PS your meal, thank you. So that's heavy sour. Guys, I miss my fucking pals. Like, there's no, that's it. I would pay extreme money. I'd actually take my pals, just gonna chip in, to have my pals either in my back garden, if that was the only way it was possible, or angels during the day in a sunny day, or a beer garden. If they just took my fucking supper outside. They have, pair of bastards. There's nothing I want more than a day with my pals. I miss them. I love my pals. We were a very close group, and that's including the boys. I love my boys. I miss the boys. I miss my girls. I just want a night in with a Domino's. Sad times. Would you like to get a job? Would you like to go back into a job that isn't influencing? Yes. I've been speaking about this quite a lot recently, my mum and dad and Lee. I seen a job, and I know you're going to think I'm mental, for Morrison's, like the supermarket. And it was just literally part-time cashier. And I thought, I'd love that. I don't do, like, I set days out for work, and on those work days I'm working all day, and I make sure I do everything I need to do on those days, and there's other days I don't do anything. And I just think, see, for a social factor for me, I know how much that would improve my mental health, getting out there and working and talking to folk, meeting new people, chatting to people as I'm doing their shopping. And mum was like, why didn't you apply? And I thought I might. I haven't done it, but I was thinking about it because, again, it's a bit more security. I've got a stable wage coming in, I'm getting out the house and things like that. But if you're talking about like a job, like maybe like something I've always wanted to do, I have thought about it. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I don't think Instagram will be the be all end all for me. Like, what am I going to do when I'm 40? Do you honestly think I'm still going to be kicking about in PLT? Probably not, no. But mamas and papas are as the George. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. I honestly don't know, because I don't know where this is going to go. It could fall apart tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? So again, like, something could happen that you guys could be like, oh, I don't like her anymore, or I don't know. I'd love to be able to do it all my life, and I'd love to be able to do other things. Like, I'd love my own fashion, but like my own clothing company. Again, that's a major extreme goal that will never probably happen, but I don't know. But I might actually apply for the job in Morrison's, and I'm not even just saying that. Like, I would honestly really enjoy just getting out the house, a social factor, and I just think it would majorly improve my mental health. Hardest thing about doing YouTube and being an influencer? So far, I don't find anything hard about being doing YouTube. Influencing, I do. I think, especially just now with so much criticism happening with influencers, and I'm not playing it down. I understand completely with you. I'm actually and sometimes in agreement. But I'm tagged with that brush. I am one of them that the people are in all over the press. People are saying they think they're above COVID. They think they're immune to COVID. They think they can do what they want and whatever. I totally get all that, but at the same point I'm like, oh, I'm just not like that. And it's a bit gutting, I'm not gonna lie. It's also gutting seeing I sometimes see tweets from girls, and it's just a dig at us, or like influencers this, influencers that, blah blah, and I just think, oh, can I just cut off my fucking back, man? Like, are you actually trying to tell me that if a company said to you, I'm going to pay you every month for you to take a photo in that dress, you're going to go, sorry, no I'm not? Yeah, you might, right? You might not want to do that, but it's always the girls that like tag companies in their clothing are the ones to say, oh, the influencers, and I'm like, but you're still tagging that brand, you're still influencing. What does an influencer just means? You have influenced someone to buy that. Mate, my pals influence me every day. My pal Courtney sends something in the group chat about a hair thing, I bought it. My pal Emma Claire told me to buy skincare, I bought it. Like, Nadia sent in walking shoes the other day, probably I'm going to buy them. It doesn't matter who you are, how many followers you have. Sorry guys, the camera died. So yeah, I just think like anyone and everyone can influence people, so what does it actually matter, do you know what I mean? How do you feel about going out with someone with an age gap? Guys, I couldn't care less. Like, I think I would maybe, right, so now I'm 25, I would probably, the oldest I would maybe go with a guy is, at my age now, is maybe 35. I think though, as you get older, it really doesn't matter. I think sometimes it's like when the girl's a bit younger and the guy's a bit older, you're a bit like, mate. But guys, it's who you fall in love with. Who actually gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? And it's true what they say, guys. Like, their mental age compared to their real age is very different. I can confirm. Your favourite holiday? Bali. I love Bali. How do you style your bangs? I actually filmed a video yesterday, so that'll be up probably during the week. Would you ever launch your own clothing brand? You're up to something. I would love nothing more. To be honest, I don't even know where I would start, what to do, who to phone, I don't know. But there's nothing I would love more. See, because I have my own wee style, like, it's not like, I'm not very out there, I'm not unique or anything like that, but I've got my own wee thing I like, and I feel like I've got so many things I would love to do that I think, oh, I think people would love that. So I would love to, but I don't know. I do obviously know it takes a lot of money, so I am trying to save this year, so it could be potentially happening, but I don't think it would be something to happen in the next couple of months. Obviously it takes years of planning. How to cope with your boyfriend working away? Girls, I love it. I know it's hard. It is hard at the beginning. It's a hard adjustment. It's harder now we're in lockdown because there's nothing to do, so you can't. Look at all these drinks. I've left that too long. Oh, it's so funny. You can't distract yourself by going out with your pals and going for dinner and things like that, so it definitely is harder, but try and watch a TV series and things like that and just try and keep yourself occupied as you can. But it is hard, but I'm so used to it now. Like, from the minute I met Lee, that was the situation, so that's all I've been used to. Go to a breakfast meal. I do love black pudding and a tight scone and some eggs and some toast. Help break the period stigma if you're comfortable about telling your story with polycystic ovaries and your thyroid. I don't mind. Like, I was very late in getting my period. I was 16 and I never stopped bleeding. I had every single day heavy, and I think the turning point was, I remember I was in RMPS in school, which was like religious studies, and I could actually feel it. It came like the whole way through, as disgusting as it is. I hope you finished eating your breakfast. I told the teacher, and there was a bit of the school, it was like an extension, so it was at the bottom of the school and you could kind of just go out a back door, and my mum came and picked me up, took me to the doctor, and the doctor was like, right, this isn't a normal situation. And obviously I was a teenager, like, mum was like, it's embarrassing. So went for loads of tests, couldn't find anything, put me on the pill, kind of sorted it a wee bit, and then I got adult acne. So I got acne at 2021 and that was fine. Went on Roaccutane, came off that, started heavy bleeding again. So I think because I was a bit older, they were like, right, we're going to look into this a bit more. Went to gynecology, nothing happened. And then one time I met this doctor, I actually didn't like her. I thought she was really rude, just because of the way her mannerism. And she pointed to the screen, and the nurse pointed to the screen, and then my mum looked at each other as if they were about to say something. And she was like, has anyone ever said about polycystic ovaries? And Mum was like, never. I don't know if I'm right with this one, but I feel like something about Roaccutane, you shouldn't, if you've got polycystic ovaries, you can't go on Roaccutane because obviously it dries you up and your ovaries are already inflamed. So mine was worse because I've been on Roaccutane. A lot of my ovaries, I think they said because I was quite young, it was quite surprisingly how bad I had it. And how it went undetested, but I think a lot of the symptoms are things like overweight, obesity or something like that anyway. A lot of the symptoms I didn't have, which was why if a doctor looking at it from just a quick point of view would never have said that was what it was, because I didn't tick all the boxes. But again, that was the same with the thyroid. I didn't tick all the boxes, and then it was just one doctor that was able to say that's actually what it was. My thyroid thing, it was bad, But it definitely, my hair loss and things didn't help, and obviously the whole situation with me and Lee, I was losing a lot of hair, I was stressed, I was really not taking care of myself. So yeah, that's basically it. I have no problems talking about it, so if anyone ever needs a wee bit of advice or they feel whatever, obviously guys, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving advice on medical things, I'm just giving advice on my experience, and if you feel that you want to open up and talk to me, that's fine, but don't take anything I say, come away from this and be like, that's me diagnosed. You're not. Do you want more dogs? I would love more dogs, but please. Lozzie asked how am I, which is so kind. I'm actually quite good today, I'm in a very good mood, weirdly. A lot of you are saying you love my channel, thank you so much. If there was one thing you could treat yourself to, what would it be? I'll show you. So there's two. The first item I'm going to show you, I wouldn't pay it and I wouldn't buy it because I'm a messy bitch and I would just completely ruin it. But this is it here. It's a like Shearling Prada bag. It's £2,170. No. But the one thing I have actually had my eye on for months now, and I was going to buy myself it before Christmas and it's sold out, I couldn't get it anywhere, and it was a bag that Lee was going to get me. I'm actually glad I didn't get it in the colour, because the colour I was going to get I knew would maybe get fucked, but I thought I just won't wear it that much, and I thought, oh, that's pointless. But this is it. It's not the best picture, but it's the Teddy Prada. I absolutely love it. I might have bought it, might have not bought it. I can hate myself for it. Loads of you want to know about eating and healthy and all that, and like training. It is coming. I just can't get into it, but it is coming, I promise you. Do you make money from YouTube? I have. I think I've done 2 or 3 sponsored videos, so I've made money on them. But I don't think I make money. Do you know what I mean? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like now like big girls like make like money off this now, like YouTube pay them. I don't think I do that, so well I don't, because it's not in my bank. So what was in the picture that made your Insta blow up? I was in a meme. Do I have it screenshotted? I think I possibly fucking do. I was in a meme. I went to Ibiza, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but does everybody in a Dug not get done up when they go to ocean? Now, I wasn't that overly done up compared to other girls. Girls had like fucking kimonos with trails and all that, blow dries, makeup done. I actually, one, wet my hair and scrunched it. I only had bronzer and mascara on, so I wasn't that glam. So, but I wore wedgies. So this is a meme. So, can you read it? And can you spot me? I got 30,000 followers from that alone. Everybody was sharing it, everybody was tagging me. I was mortified because I thought, oh, what an embarrassment. Lee was like, in fact, I sent in my group chat one more time, I was like, sorry. So funny though, funny story with that photo. So I text Lee, I was like, oh babe, I'm going to Abbie, like, I was on Abbie first, I was like, I'm going to Ocean, do you like my outfit? No response. I thought, great, cheers mate. So I went, Ocean, wearing it, and he texted that and he went, please tell you to wear that Ocean. He was like, you look banging, but like I really don't want you to wear that Ocean. Like my tits, I had, guys, this, it was actually cutting the circulation, the halter neck was cutting the circulation, my neck, it was that tight. Because back then I'm like, where were the boobs? I think I've lost my boobs, but anyway, they were like up here, like fake boobies, right? It was fantastic. I need to learn how to do that again. I had been on holiday for 2 weeks before that. That was why my tan was so dark. I just felt the bee's knees, right? I was also a lot skinnier back then. But anyway, boobs were right up, and I was like, off. Whatever. Lee was like, Abbie, your boobs have never looked like, you never had boobs like on holiday with me, you never wore fucking costumes like that with me. And he was like, is that a thong? And I was like, no, I don't wear thong bikinis. My fucking ass ate that swimsuit. It was a thong. Anyway, best day at Ocean. The stories me and my pals have for that will never leave the group chat. We'll never leave the group chat. When I say the stories we have from that day, we'll never leave the group chat. Not like bad, they're just funny. Like now funny group chat stories you just think, oh my god, why did I do that? Like those ones. I might need to, I need to ask them if I can say that, because they might tell me no. If you sit, so what's the Fenty one? Well done on Fenty. Guys, I don't know how it fucking happened. And someone said to me, why did you do it so it didn't feel comfortable? it's not I didn't feel comfortable, because I do always tell you guys I don't work with brands if I don't feel happy. I am not the type, like, see with girls when you're in your pal's house and you're getting changed, you just whip your brand pants off and you just get changed. I've never done that. I always go to the toilet. I'm not comfortable in my own skin, and that's just that. It's not like a pity party, and it's not a thing I want. It's just me. I've been like that since a wee girl. Mum said I would never get changed in front of anyone. It's just been me. My pals have never seen my boobs. They've probably never really seen me in a bra or pants, like just standing. I don't do it. I barely do it in front of Lee. I'm just very uncomfortable in that situation. So that was a lot for me to do. But I was like, it's a dream company. Like Rihanna's brand have asked to work with me. I know it's not Rihanna, right? I'm not saying she asked, but wow, it was a major wow moment for me. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. But I did forget, and then my agency was like, have you got the photos? And I was like, honey, I've been eating carbs for fun. Anyway, did it. But guys, I didn't realise, and I need to do round 2 next week. I was like, oh, really? I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure we signed? So it was a 2-parter. I want to die, but it is, it is. I was like to Lee, I don't think I told you about it, I'm posting an underwear photo today, and I just put it up, and then he was like, could have sent me it, mate. And then he was like, mate, you don't send me photos like that. When did you start getting thousands of likes on your pics? I don't really know. Comes and goes. Are you starting to see improvements in my hair? I'm going to put up a before and after. This is 3 weeks, it's not major. The thickness isn't much, it is a little bit better, but not much. But the length is definitely grew, and the condition of my hair is getting better. But please bear in mind, I need to cut the bottom of my hair because it is dead. Does Lee always like your Instagram pics? No, he fucking doesn't. I was like to him one time, do you even follow me? And he was like, aye. And I was like, when was the last time you liked my photo? You couldn't find it. I thought, oh, that's good, innit? That's nice. I said, oh, I don't need your likes. I've got plenty of other boys like me anyway. I'll always say that, you wind them up. Guys don't follow me, so it's a lie. How do you do a slick bun? I'm actually going to go do it after I sit here with you guys. Cocktail, fave cocktail, it's a mojito. Mojito. Can you do a baking video? Am I actually going to get right to do it? Sorry guys, my camera's a wee pain in the ass, as you know, I keep cutting out. A lot of you want to know what Lee does for work. Lee works offshore, so he's a thermal insulation rope access engineer. I think that's his job. Have I got a man? Yes I do, but if you're offering me better, then maybe no. I've got to be, I'm taken. How much a month did you need to save for the house? Oh, it just depended on what I'm earning that month. Like if I had extra cash, I would put it by. If I didn't, that type of thing. So again, it just depends how quick you want to move, how quick you want to deposit, how much deposit you need. I know things have changed because of COVID and all that, so I think it just depends on a lot of factors and like what's affordable for you type of thing. Let's chat about how shit it is having a boyfriend at Sports Rangers. I can't. See if I hear, hey you with the sad face, come onto my place. Whatever the fucking words is. I thought it was let's get it on, but it's not. But if I hear those words one more fucking time, I swear. I honestly just feel like going at him. You do know this is not forever. So see when shit starts turning, right? And Celtic come back, because the way they know, they're gone, right? But when they come back, how would he like it if I start singing, I don't know. I remember one time I sung, what was it I put on? I put it on the YouTube on the telly. It was, come on you boys in green. And then the other side of the same go, come on you boys in clean. And it's like, what is it? I'm like, I'm gonna get up. Is it Glasgow's green and white? Come on. Oh, there we go, first one. Let's see. Imagine I've just started belting that for my telly. Nah, there we go, there'll be problems, wouldn't there? So, you better not get too wide. Anyway, I'm gonna get done for doing that. I think that's really it. There was loads of questions, but maybe I'll do a wee part 2. We can do another wee breakfast, lunch or dinner. But yeah, I just thought this would be a good idea for so many people might be having breakfast alone. It's probably going to be a long video again. I mean, the last one was a movie. This one's probably going to be a movie. But yeah, I hope everyone's okay. And as always, guys, please, if you ever feel you need a wee chat, please just come to me. You always can. Please don't suffer alone, really. Like, I would hate to think that anyone feels that there's not anyone to talk to. You definitely do. And yeah, I hope you all have an amazing weekend, and fingers crossed we're getting a step closer to getting back to normality. Please let me know what other videos you want to see. All the hair bun, the ones, the slip bun and the bangs will be up next week. I'll probably post them just one night after each other. And there's a big massive haul coming. Hundreds of different brands, just really casual stuff, jumpers, blazers, just have a style casual wear stuff, rather than like just a set brand haul. So I think that'll be quite a good one. It'll be a lengthy one, it might be a part 2. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't. Can't believe there's like over 17,000 of you guys. And yeah, please comment any feedback, good or bad. Well, don't comment about that. But yeah, as always, guys, thank you so much, and bye. Cheers. That was shite, wasn't it? That was shite. Bye.